class of creativity and design here at Covenant University, in the Beaumont University, in time and space, in creativity and spirituality. We are in the class of creativity and design here for the 400 levels, and today we're focusing on the history and also the language of creativity and design. For any discipline at all, you have to remember creativity is the umbrella of all disciplines, including medicine and religion itself. As a matter of fact, we can see the nature of creation in the Bible as it refers to the ability of the Creator to create space, to create light, using words of creation in their aseity. Now, we move to creativity and design, and we have to learn the history. The true definition of history of creativity and design goes to this, and I will be making a comparison between what we have here and what they have on Google or in the internet space. The definition of creativity and design and its history can be traced back to this. Creativity and design is a process. It is a process in creation. A process in creation. Creativity and design is a process in creation, and at the same time, a service and a product. Also a tool of creation itself. It is a product, it is a service, it is also a tool of creation. And you can see that it's an educational service. You can see that it's an educational service. It's also a certificate for entrepreneurs and others who want to build an enterprise. Creativity and design is creating a product or services of value for wealthy existence and purposes. History of creativity and design can be found in the past, present, and future of all of us. From Bible days in the past, in Genesis, let there be light. That is a creative expression. And light came to be. To the present day with Google Gemini, where we now speak and prompt them with words, and they create images and video for us to affect our emotions, our intelligence, our friends, our families, and our community, including our intelligence and our nation. To Facebook Meta AI, that we can now even do prompt and also to create better. To other software like ChatGPT and even movie editing software, where we do advanced form of interaction to creation, to create movies, to create documentaries, to create all manners of animations using words and interacting with artificial intelligence. But in our world, it's called digital intelligence. So you can see that today, even into the future, as we get into the immortal state of humans, we will continue to need and will continue to require creativity and design to guide us in our creation. The language of creativity and design can also be found in the past, present, and future of all of us. It can be developed to help us create originality and value of well-being and well-being. Learn history to develop the language to help you create the space and the vision to see value. If you don't create the space by learning the language, you will have problem later on. Because if you can't have the space, you will be disrupted. There's space for everything. There's space for church, there's space for mosque, there's space for the beach, there's space for nightclub. You have to understand space intelligence and space creation, which is also part of creation. Also, you need to understand that the values you see will then help you create and generate old and new skills as you connect your passion with your education. That is your adaptability. And then you account for your wealth, for your money, for your time, for your space. That's your creative sustainability. So creative adaptability exists because you can connect your passion with your school intelligence, which is your education. And then creative sustainability is accounting for your time, your money, and your wealth. That's the language of creativity and design. And you can see the process here. Learn history to build your own language, to create the vision, to see the space and create the space. Adapt to create new skills, to adapt to sustain your final goal of healthy existence. Also, in this case, you can see that the topic today, the practical we did with the students, is create and design what best represents you with just one color or two colors of an envelope or a white paper. And you can see our certification for the class. You can see what one of our students did with the aseity of the creator, talking about value, imagination, design thinking, and so on. Her name is Matthew Favor, and her work became a t-shirt that I gave to her, and she wore it home in our 100 levels. You can see some of the mugs within. You can see that using internet to create values in our class. Now look at the issue. Look at what they have here on Google and compare it with what I have. Google says the history of creativity and design can be traced back to ancient civilizations and the Renaissance. This is not true. This is completely false. They said the history of creativity and design can be traced back to ancient civilization. There's nothing like ancient civilization before creativity and design. There's no ancient civilization if there's no creativity. Creativity gave birth to ancient civilization. So you cannot accept this as true from Google. And I've already told the students they must correct them about this bad language and must do so as soon as possible. And so you can go on Google to look at some of the definitions that are there and some of the expressions of creativity and design. And I'm sure you'll love it. Again, I'm Oluwole Aboyade, your number one teacher in creativity